I'm sitting here with Casey Callinson, otherwise known as Little Monarch. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course.
And thank you so much for coming to Idaho.
I'm a Pocatellan. Is that what you guys say?
Yeah, Pocatellan. I think so. It is wonderful to have you here in Pocatello. So you're here doing this week-long commercial music residency, which is something I just kind of made up last year with another producer, which is just like, can we get an amazing musician and producer in town to work directly with my commercial music students producing their music? You're working with 4 different students. Mm-hmm. They're all upperclassmen commercial music majors. And they each created a demo for you. Mm-hmm. And they sent it to you, just kind of like, more of like a professional relationship. Like, here you go, Casey, here's a demo of what I did. And then you guys all met over Zoom and kind of came up with a game plan. And you listened deeply to all this stuff. So you just hit the ground running on Monday, and you have with each day, each student got a day with you. And it's been really great to watch. You came into each day with this idea of the song from the demo, and then you're just letting it kind of open up. And maybe we'll start with your experience with Claire on Monday and her song Hurricane.
I've been stuck in a hurricane. I didn't want it, but it came anyway. I was scared, I was bruised, with nothing to do except accept the changes that it left.
Well, I heard she's, really talented vocalist, and, the song Hurricane itself, I think suggests a lot of things mood-wise, obviously, and for me right away, some of the chords felt off, and I wanted to just reharmonize that.
Try again another day. If we could pick and choose what we lose, what would the options be? Is it throw away all of your fame or lose another somebody? I try.
I told her to kind of do on her own time when I, and then I would get here and we would talk about that and we would figure it out. And she was really open to that, which I was grateful for, because I feel like kind of starting the song right away in this major, really triadic feel of things was just, there was no contrast in the song harmonically. So I think like taking out the third and making it like a minor, starting it on the minor, and then kind of not just going to the one, just in the chorus, like when the D major kind of feels like the hurricane has passed. It's beautiful, like a lot of just colors, and I think it'll be really nice and serve the song a lot better.
How big are the buttons?
I miss you. Can't sleep, thinking about scary things.
Nick Thompson comes in on Tuesday, and he brings in post-punk.
Kind of post-punk, but yeah, I would say that that's kind of what it was and still is in a lot of ways. I loved the chorus, and I was like, this chorus is awesome. Like, you could change a couple things, you clean up stuff, and he definitely has a lot of work to do on the chorus. So
why's nobody smiling? Everybody's crying. Wearing all the laughter. Doesn't even matter.
I just was like, the verse isn't really setting up the chorus because it's so big, and that melody is so great and so catchy. But if you're gonna have like these really chunky, like distorted guitars come in from the top, you're gonna lose your listeners' interest, I think. Yeah. I was just like, how can we push and pull a bit in this verse and maybe like create something that feels a little bit more delicate.
What's the point? I have no energy. Why's nobody smiling? Everybody's crying.
I'm lost I don't know where to go. Left something behind. Thought I'd never let go.
He's just a gem and such a sweetheart. And I still really love the song. I think he's just got a real knack for lyrics and a voice that he's not a singer. He claims not to be a singer, but that's sometimes those are my favorite singers.
Yeah.
So like these the untrained kind of raw, like just very innocent approach to vocals. And I love that. And then we had some fun with some older mics and layering of that and kind of, it was really fun. It's very raw, very simple, but like that's the beauty of it, is just this like purity.
The strength of Jaden Andrews is he's a French horn major, comes into commercial music, learns a bunch of synthesizer stuff, and then you come in and he's like, well, let's take advantage of this opportunity. It's like the right
super sharp
kind of energy. Yeah, very sharp.
He has great ears.
Yeah, and he came alive during the day. That was so fun to be around. Like the way he was instructing James Brecker's playing some wonderful electric bass on it.
He was like, I was like, I'm cool. I'll just press
Jaden's
play.
just like singing these bass lines to James, and James is playing them, and then he's got these specific ideas that he wanted. It was really neat to watch that all come together.
I could tell immediately that he has a great ear for harmony and movement in music and is obviously like a savant. It was a very simplistic demo, and I obviously was just like, we'll just replace the sounds and kind of get, feeling in a world that's like, polished, at least for that piano. We've just kind of been scratching the surface because we had to record the Steinway, and I felt strongly that like that main piano part will drive the whole piece since it's an instrumental piece. He gave me a couple references, and I listened, and I was like, the piano has to be like the heartbeat of that. So we're, kind of at least now, I think I've edited together a comp of all of everything, but there's a lot going on. He's super gifted, and sometimes so much to work with that you got to figure out like what to focus on.
I want to give a quick shout out before we go to Coley's Kindle, who's been hanging at like every session, helping engineer.
Amazing.
He's kind of been the PC whisperer as well.
Yeah, he's like the glue.
He's the glue.
He's been the glue. He brought the OP1. He's helped. He's just curious and has an incredible attitude, and like he's such a good hang. And my first ever experience like in a like big studio doing something important with the engineer and producer on that record, an amazing guy, Chubba Petzok. He's passed now. I was like picking his brain because he produced, like, he engineered Thriller, he engineered Fleetwood Mac stuff, and I was like, what? How did you do what you did? Like, what was your secret? And he was like, hygiene and hang. Totally could have missed the mark with any of the students and any of their songs. I think we made some really cool stuff, and I hope that they keep growing with it and changing it. And this is their, it's hard to come into somebody's world when they've already have an idea of what it is. So everybody's been really open-minded, which is obviously, you set that up. You set the example for that. So that's really important in a music program.